Greater Messina Chamber of Commerce Business After Hours. Give a round of applause for the band. Fine line. Housekeeping items. Please fill out your slips here on the table for the email blast. We're going to be giving away $100 tonight for that. Also, there's 50/50 tickets available for the Heritage Festival on sale over here at the table. There's also flyers for our 21st annual golf tournament, which is coming up June 14th here at the Messina Country Club. Also, the line forms over here for the volunteers for the Heritage Festival, so take your time, all right? One at a time, please, all right? I'd like to introduce President of the Chamber of Commerce, Mr. Eric Gustafson, please.
Good evening, everyone. And welcome to the Greater Messina Chamber of Commerce's first business after hours for 2012. The event this evening was graciously sponsored by Enbridge St. Lawrence Gas. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank them and perhaps a round of applause. I hope that you're enjoying the wonderful food and the great surroundings prepared by the River Road restaurant staff here at the beautiful Messina Country Club, located, of course, on the majestic St. Lawrence River. And I also want to take an opportunity to thank our hosts tonight, Dee Dee Capio and Mary Langfeld. This evening's event is it's a special event. It celebrates the 50th anniversary of Enbridge St. Lawrence Gas here in the North Country. It is companies like Enbridge St. Lawrence Gas that emulate the pioneer spirit that developed this region. I'd like to congratulate them on 50 years and wish them the very best of luck with the expansion project. At this time, we have a couple of special guests. I'd like to invite Jim Reagan from Senator Patty Ritchie's office and Dick Ashlaw from Senator Joe Griffo's office to come up to the podium.
Thanks a lot. Senator Ritchie, Senator Griffo, Assemblyman Blankenbush, and Assemblywoman Russell all wanted to be here tonight, and because they couldn't, they sent two of us, Dick Ashlaw and myself. We're a poor substitute, but we brought a resolution that was passed by both the Assembly and the Senate marking this occasion, honoring St. Lawrence Gas on its achievement and on its service to the North Country. So this time I'd like to introduce Dick Ashlaw, who will present the resolution.
I don't really need these, but as I get older, my arms get shorter. On behalf of Senators Joe Griffo and Patty Ritchie, and Assemblyman Blankenbush and Assemblywoman Russell, present the State of New York legislative resolution commemorating the 50th anniversary of St. Lawrence Gas on May 10, 2012. Whereas it is the sense of this legislative body to recognize those businesses within the State of New York which contribute to the economic health and vitality of the communities they serve. And whereas St. Lawrence Gas was incorporated in 1957 and served its first natural gas customer in 1962. And whereas St. Lawrence Gas is a wholly owned subsidiary of Enbridge Gas Distribution, Canada's largest gas distribution utility and one of the fastest growing in North America. Whereas Enbridge Gas Distribution and its affiliates serve about 2 million customers in central and eastern Ontario, southwest from Quebec, and parts of northern New York State. And whereas businesses such as St. Lawrence Gas exert a strong positive influence on the communities they serve and are a crucial element in the economy of New York State. Now, therefore, be it resolved that this legislative body posits in its deliberations to commemorate the 50th anniversary of St. Lawrence Gas, May 10, 2012, and it be further resolved that a copy of this resolution suitably engrossed be transmitted to St. Lawrence Gas, adopted in Senate on May 8, 2012 by order of Senate Francis Patient Secretary, and adopted in the Assembly on May 8th by order of the Assembly, Warren Kessler, Incorporated.
Thanks very much.
There you go.
Mike sent me all.
And at this time, it's my great honor to introduce the president of Enbridge St. Lawrence Gas, Mr. Rick Campbell, for some remarks.
Well, thank you, Mike. Thank you, Eric. Thank you, representatives from Albany. You stole part of my speech. That was a particularly well-written resolution, Mr. Ward. Did you have a hand in that? Nothing at all. I should acknowledge, first of all, Jim Ward, the Assistant General Manager, is with us tonight. And I think a few members of the employee group of St. Lawrence Gas. Could you make a little noise to represent the company? So it is a special event for us tonight, and thank you all for coming. I have a few comments to offer, and then we have an announcement to make this evening. I'd also like to acknowledge a number of visitors from Toronto. Dick mentioned that the St. Lawrence Gas as a company was incorporated in 1957. It was founded by Enbridge Gas Distribution. It's Canada's largest natural gas distribution utility. And from Toronto, there's a number of executives, if you want to wave as well, visiting with us tonight, including Mr. Guy Jarvis, right here with his hand up, who's president of the company, and my own boss somewhere here, John Oakley. Yes, he is, right there as well. So thank you for making that. Thanks for making the trip to join us tonight. Serving you since 1962 was the tagline we discovered when we found the advertising the celebrations for the 25th anniversary of the company back in 1987. Looking back now, 1962 appears kind of like a transitional year. It seems more connected to the 1950s than the 1960s events that we're so familiar with. The top 40 hits on the radio were by Dion and Chubby Checker and Elvis Presley. You couldn't buy a Beatles record yet. Love Me Do was released in England late that year, but you couldn't get it on American shores until 1963. I didn't see Frenchie here tonight. Frenchie around, but you would know Frenchie. You couldn't buy a Ford Mustang in 1962. You had to wait until it went into production in 1964. In '62, Tom Cruise and Sheryl Crow were born. And Marilyn Monroe died. And of course, in 1962, the whole world paused and watched TV and the Cuban Missile Crisis unfold. In this community, one of the big projects, infrastructure projects of the 1950s, we're very familiar with, the St. Lawrence Seaway, had just opened. Among the other large projects in North America was a mega project in Canada involving the construction of a 2,000-mile pipeline which delivered natural gas from Western Canada to eastern markets and as far as Montreal. So for gas distribution utilities in 1962, it was a very heady time. There was seemingly unlimited supplies of natural gas. Clean, safe, and affordable natural gas. It immediately went to work to displace what was called coal gas or manufactured gas, where those systems existed. And there was a lot of work and a lot of planning and a lot of excitement around bringing new supplies of natural gas to as many communities as we could. St. Lawrence Gas was incorporated in 1957, but the first gas to the first customer in the North Country was in 1962 in Ogdensburg, just upriver. Today, St. Lawrence Gas, Enbridge St. Lawrence Gas, serves over 15,000 customers in Messina, Ogdensburg, Potsdam, Canton, Governor, New Bremen, and many, many points in between. Wherever Enbridge operates, we deliver more than energy. We deliver on a promise to help make communities better places to live. It is one of the reasons why Enbridge was named one of the global 100 most sustainable corporations in the world. In our North Country communities, Enbridge St. Lawrence Gas donates annually to organizations that add to the quality of life. To organizations such as the Hospice of Northern New York, the Ogdensburg Boys and Girls Club, and the scholarship funds at the State University of New York campuses in Potsdam and Canton. So I said I wanted to make an announcement tonight, and I'll need a little help, but in this year, our annual community investment program will continue like every other, but in this year, our 50th anniversary, we wanted to do something extra. The Messina Memorial Hospital has provided quality health care in the Seaway Valley for over 60 years. The hospital is municipally owned and is fully self-funded. And just this week, the hospital broke ground for the construction of a medical office building, which will provide much-needed professional space for our existing health practitioners, and we hope it will serve to attract many more health professionals to the area. The Messina Memorial Hospital Foundation assists the hospital in all fundraising activities. Its mission is to enhance patient care and comfort through the purchase of new equipment, staff education and training, and capital support. So for a little help, could I ask Kim Baxter to come up? Kim is chair of our company, St. Lawrence Gas's Investment Community Committee. Charlie Fodd, CEO of Messina Memorial Hospital. Are you nearby? Can you join us? Julia Rose is Executive Director of the Messina Memorial Hospital Foundation. Take her forward there, Kim. So I'm pleased to announce tonight on behalf of all the employees of St. Lawrence Gas and our shareholders, in our 50th year of service to the communities of the North Country, and Enbridge St. Lawrence Gas is pleased to present a check today to the Messina Memorial Hospital Foundation in the amount of $50,000. Thank you.
On behalf of the hospital, Rick, on behalf of the hospital and the foundation, because Julie just left me, I'd like to thank Enbridge St. Lawrence Gas for this incredible donation. It will go a long way to assisting us in the completion of this project. As Rick suggested, a very expensive project. Construction cost is about $3.1 million. Soft cost, architectural cost, we go up to $3.8. And with the equipment and furnishings, it's up to $4.4. So things kind of get going very, very rapidly when you're talking about a medical office building that needs to be approved and certified by the Department of Health, State of New York. So really appreciate this incredible donation, and thank you to everyone from Enbridge St. Lawrence Gas who is here this evening. Appreciate it.
Thank you. That's a very special donation. Congratulations. And thank you to Enbridge St. Lawrence Gas for the special evening. Let the party continue. Thank you. Good evening. Enjoy yourself.